Hi there, and welcome to this in a new series of pronunciation videos. And many of you speak English well, you do well in your lessons, you understand the grammar and all the rest of it. But I often see pronunciation problems from learners of all levels. And I think this is something we need to address because it's something that stresses people out and causes them to lose confidence, and that's not what we want. So, if this sort of sounds familiar to you, then I think you're in the right place. So, hi, I'm Derek. For those who don't know me, I'm English teacher and translator, but here I've got my teaching hat firmly on. And in this series, we'll explore various problems to do with pronunciation. So, what you won't find here is here's how to pronounce these. I'm sure you've got all that covered in your normal lessons. This is sort of the tricky things, the things that um, are unfamiliar or maybe look like they should be something else, but they're not. Now, there's loads and loads and loads of these types of mistakes or confusions, problems, whatever you want to call them. And so what I'll do is I'll tackle one specific point in each lesson. So for instance, the first video in this series will be called vowel problems. So you have sort of weird vowels, dropped vowels, shortened vowels, lengthened vowels, all this type of thing you'll find in the first lesson. And then in future lessons, we'll attack sort of various different specific components and build up a nice library for you for your pronunciation questions or issues. So we look at some common pitfalls. We'll look at the explanations of maybe why they're like that. I will give you plenty of examples that you can use and practice for yourself. So we've got a nice steady pace, no stress. It's not a race. We're looking to learn, not to be the first one to pass the finish line. So if this is something you think were interesting, obviously click the little subscribe and you'll get the updates when the next ones are ready. So if there's any particular things that you want me to cover, like in advance that isn't already in the list, comment, please let me know. I'll be happy to include anything that you feel will help you in your learning path. So without any further ado, let's start on the first one.